Okay, good morning YouTubers. Well, if you've seen my last video, you're probably going to see that I'm having problems with the mill again. It's doing what it did about a month ago, where it would run and then all of a sudden just shut off for no reason. I put a new fuel pump on it and it seemed to work fine. I thought that was the problem, but apparently the problem has come back. It's doing the exact same thing. So what I'm going to do here, I have the original fuel tank off the Sawmill, and I'm going to tear this thing apart. I still think it's a fuel related issue, and I just can't help to think that for some reason this thing is not, it's sucking air. Even though the filter is full of fuel, I'm thinking if there's an air leak there, it's not giving it enough suction to suck the fuel up into the carburetor. It seems like it did before. It runs for 5 minutes and shuts off. You got to leave it set for 10, and then it starts back up again and run for 5 more and shut off. So it tells me that it's emptying the fuel in the carburetor. But now I put a new carburetor on yesterday and tried it, and it did the exact same thing. So, except for the fact that the new carburetor doesn't work as well as the old one did. It's surging, and I have to see about that. I don't know if that's an adjustment, or I'll have to put the old carburetor back on. So anyway, I'm going to tear this apart. I've never done this before, so this here, and you can see it, this is a quick coupler, and that's so I can disconnect it and take the tank off and fill it up and put it back on again. And you know, I mean, that could be part of it. I did change that, by the way, the last time I had the problem. I put a new one on, and it didn't make any difference. So anyway, I'm going to get some tools here, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to try to screw this off, because I can't spin the thing around. Alright, that's off. And you know, this is the old one, and the old type, and I don't see anything wrong with it, but let's see if we can get this out. See what we got going on the inside here. Okay. Now what I'm looking for here is like a split in the line, anything. Now, I don't know if it'd be possible to be sucking air through here or not. There's no clamp on it, and the reason for that is probably with a clamp on you can't get it down through the hole. Wow. I don't know. I mean, much as I hate to do this, it's not leaking. That hose is fine. But it's possible that was down enough where it was sucking air. Maybe that's the issue on the tank that's on there now. So I want to tear this one apart first before I go down and destroy anything down there that I can't fix. Then I have to wait for our tank, which would take about 4 weeks. Wood Miser is not very fast at deliveries anymore. I don't know if it's their fault or just the way it is anymore, but But anyway, that seems to be now that seems to be leaking by just a little bit. I don't know if that's an issue or not. You know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the other tank up and we'll tear it apart and check it. I'm going to put a whole new line from the tank. Now I just put that on a year ago and it's, you know, it needed replaced, and I put it on and I wasn't having issues, and then all of a sudden it started acting up. I don't know. It's a brand new line on there. I mean, it's only a year old. Shouldn't be leaking. Stranger things have happened, I'm sure. Okay. Now we're back to, and this is also a vented cap, and you loosen it to vent it, and you tighten it to close it. And I don't know if that could, well, I don't see that being an issue, because there wouldn't be any fuel in the bowl. It wouldn't allow fuel to go to the filter, so I think the vent is working, but could be this part here. We're going to set this aside. And I'm going to run down and get the other tank and come up and we'll see what we can get into there. Alright, I'm back. This is the tank off the mill, the one I'm using now. Unfortunately, I just filled it up with fuel yesterday. So I'm going to wipe this off, make sure we don't get any dirt down in there. Alright, I'm going to take a look down in to see. It's got a different kind of a line going down in. It's a clear line, it looks like, but I'm going to keep the cap on this. Got to be careful, it's got a full tank of gas here. I don't want an explosion. So anyway, got to take that off. And when you know it doesn't fit, 3/4, 5/8, probably metric. Might be 11/16. That's what it is, 11/16. I never put any tape on this. I wonder, maybe it was leaking from the threads. That's a possibility. Got some dirt here. Okay. Okay. I don't see any problems with this tube. I don't see any splitting. Okay, no signs of anything. I blew into it, it's not leaking. So everything on this end, now the only thing I can see is it possible. Now it wouldn't matter if this leaked a little on these threads because that has nothing to do with it. It would just leak gas out onto the outside of the tank if it leaked. If I can get one more out of it. Okay, that's good. Now the only thing I can figure, if it would be leaking here at the threads. I really doubt it because these are plastic. And I don't see I don't know, but that one leaks pretty darn good. I'm going to get back to you on this. I might put another quick coupler on it. Alright. Now this is I wrote good on them. This is the old one I took off. And these seem to seal. They have a slight leak to it, but not like this one here. This one here is like, that's brand new. So now these have to be, that's a taper on there, that's a regular pipe thread, so that should seal, but I'll put some tape on it anyway, if I can find some here. Great, I found something. I usually can't find it when I need it. All right. Now I'll have to go down and change the other one over because it's got the wrong end on it. The other one has this end on the fuel line. For some reason They were backwards, and I don't know why. But it's here's that. Oh, that's about 5/8. I think I'm going to have to call, well, I'm not going to call Wood Miser. I'll just get online and order it if I can. If they can't find it, I'll have to call them and order it. But I want to get a couple more of these. I like to keep these in stock. I normally never had any issues with them before, but I don't know. Don't know what we're getting anymore. Okay, now this one here has to go on the line down at the sawmill. So that's all I could find with it so far. I mean, I don't know. It is possible it was leaking some air around here and I wasn't getting a good suction. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll probably back with you when I get down to the sawmill. Alright, I'm down here at the mill right now, and I got to take this end off. This is the end that's actually on the tank, and for some reason when I put the new one on it, I had to reverse it, and I really don't remember why, but I couldn't do it the way it used to be, originally was. But now this hose, this is a brand new hose. You can see it, not even discolored. I don't know. I really think it has to be at this fitting. I love smelling like gas. Oh boy. But that shouldn't be leaking out like that. And it is. Well, hang on. Alright, I'm just going to cut this off. Alright. Let's do something here. Now that filter, that line filter over there is still showing full, so which means it's below this line, the highest point of this line, so it can't come back out. But doesn't mean it couldn't suck air. Try not to stab my hand, but I know I will. Okay, that should do it. Alright. Alright, I just got the fuel can up there. And I'm going to plug in. Open the vent, let it vent. And we're going to see if this thing goes. So I'm going to set you up somewhere else so we can get a picture here, so be back. Okay, I'm going to try to do one other thing here. Right here, I don't mean, it's barely hanging on there. I'm going to try to get a better bite. I mean, it could be leaking some air there. Alright. There's no fuel. That is still full of fuel. It's not dripping, so that means that's a good seal up in here. And I don't know. I mean, maybe. And I just did what I said I was going to do, stab my hand. Okay. Alright. And that's all I can do. Now we're just going to start it up and see what happens.